Hello everyone and welcome to Kiru's online lectures. I am Kira Jamtani and today's topic is sets part 4. In part 1 we discussed introduction, representation and types of set. In part 2 we discussed subset, universal power set. Part 3 we discussed Venn diagram. Now in this part we are going to study law of algebra sets. Coming on to first law of algebra sets, it is idempotent law. Idempotent law says for any set A, we have A union A is A and A intersection A is A only. Now this A union A can be written as X such that X belongs to A since it is union. So we'll write OR in between, or X belongs to A. If it is intersection, it will be written as X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to A. So this is very first law which states A union A is A and A intersection A is A. Second law is identity law. Identity, as from the word only it's clear. Whatever we take, we'll get the same value. Like we are taking set A, so answer should be set A only. So in identity law we have A union phi is A and A intersection universal set is A. Thus over here we can say this phi and universal set U, they are identity elements for union and intersection respectively. Again same thing, this can be written as X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to phi, which is null set. Over here A intersection U, it can be written as X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to U, which is universal set. Next law is commutative law. Commutative law says for any sets A and B, we can write A union B equals B union A and A intersection B can be written as B intersection A. Thus, we say union and intersections both are commutative. Now, let's suppose I have any arbitrary element X which belongs to A union B. So, this X belongs to A. This can be written as X belongs to A or X belongs to B. We can write it as like this also, X belongs to B before and then X belongs to A. Thus, it will be written as X belongs to B union A. Previously in first equation, we said X belongs to A union B. Now in second equation, we explained X belongs to B in union A. Thus, we can write over here A union B is the subset or it is equal to B union A. So thus we have proved. In same manner you can prove for the intersection part also. Coming on to next law, which is associative law. Again we have three sets A, B, C. These are three sets. So A union B union C can be written as A union B union C, or same is the case with intersection. A intersection B intersection C can be written as A intersection B intersection C. Again the same procedure will apply over here. We'll take any element X, arbitrary element X, which belongs to A union B union C. So it can be written as X belongs to A union B or X belongs to C. Thus, we'll expand this value, X belongs to A or X belongs to B or X belongs to C. Now, this thing will be written in one bracket. So, we can write X belongs to A or X belongs to B union C. So, on combining this, we'll get X belongs to A union B union C. So this is first equation and this is second. Again we proved same thing, X belongs to both of them. So A union B union C will be equal to A union B union C. Coming on to next law, which is distributive law. Distributive law says for any three sets A, B, C, if we have A, B, C three sets, so A union B intersection C can be written as A union B, then this intersection will come over here, then A union C. Similarly, the vice versa for this, A intersection B union C can be written as A intersection B union A intersection C. The same method will take over here. X belongs to A union B intersection C. So this can be written as X belongs to A or X belongs to B intersection C. So X belongs to A or X belongs to B and X belongs to C. Now this will be written now in one bracket, like this is in one bracket. So we'll now multiply it. So we'll do like this. X belongs to A or X belongs to B. This will come over here and then again the same term, X belongs to A or X belongs to C. So this can be written as X belongs to A union B. And yeah, over here we can write X belongs to A union C. On combining these both equations, we'll get X belongs to A union B intersection A union C. So this is our first equation and this is second. Thus, we got A union B intersection C is A union B intersection A union C. Next law is De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law says we have two sets A and B. So A union B complement can be written as A complement intersection B complement and vice versa. A intersection B complement can be written as A complement union B complement. I'll make you learn for the first part, then you can practice it for the second part. So same, we'll take any arbitrary element which is X that belongs to A union B complement. Now if it belongs to A union B complement, so it states X does not belongs to A union B. So over here we can write if X does not belongs to A union B, thus X does not belongs to A. Since it is does not belongs, so therefore usually for union we write or, but over here it is does not belong, therefore we are writing and X does not belongs to B. Now if X does not belongs to A, that means X belongs to A complement and X belongs to B complement. So on combining this, we'll get X belongs to A intersection B complement. Again from first and second, we'll write A union B complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. So this was all about the law of algebra sets. Now we'll solve certain questions, how to apply these laws in solving our question. So coming on to question number 1. The question 1 is for any two sets A and B, prove that A union B equals A intersection B. This implies A is equal to B. Now here we are provided with let A union B is equals to A intersection B and then we have to prove A is equals to B. So for this we'll assume X belongs to set A. Now if X belongs to set A, so we can write over here X belongs to A union B also. Thus we can write X belongs to A or X belongs to B. will, now first we wrote x belongs to A. Now over here, like we are writing x belongs to A or x belongs to B, so this can be written as x belongs to B. So this is first case and this is second. Since x belongs to A and x belongs to B, so we can write over here A is the subset of B, which is third equation. Now in same manner, we'll take another arbitrary element, which is y, which belongs to B set. So y, if it belongs to B set, so it can be written as y belongs to A union B. Now here A union B is equals to what? A intersection B. So it will be written over here as A intersection B. So we'll write y belongs to A and y belongs to, this is belongs to B. Now we are saying y belongs to B and y belongs to A also. So this means B is the subset of A. Similarly over here we'll do x belongs to A intersection B, and here we'll write A and therefore we'll get this. So A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. This is fourth equation. So by third and fourth we got A is equals to B. So thus we can write if A union B is equals to A intersection B, this implies that A is equals to B. Coming on to next question, let A, B, C be the sets such that A union B is equals to A union C and A intersection B is equals to A intersection C. We have to show that B is equals to C. Now over here we are provided with A union B is equals to what? A union C. So what we'll do, over here we want basically A intersection C we want, A intersection B we want. So we'll multiply intersection C on both the terms. So A union B intersection C, A union C intersection C. So this term, because it is obviously we know it is equals to C only. So this term can be written as C. A union B intersection C, it can be written as A intersection C union B intersection C. Now A intersection C is what? A intersection B. So thus we'll write A intersection B union B intersection C is what? C only. Okay. Now coming on to discuss second part. For second part again we have A union B is what? A union C, because here we have to prove B and C. Now what we'll do, we'll put intersection B on both the sides. So A union B intersection B will be equal to A union C intersection B. So over here again we'll get B because it's the same value. Now when we'll solve over here, we'll get A intersection B union C intersection B. Now if we say C intersection B or we say B intersection C, it's one and the same thing. So thus over here we got A intersection B union B intersection C as C, and here we got in second equation A intersection B union B intersection as B. Thus by first and second we can write B is equals to C. So see, this is how we are applying all the law of algebra sets to solve our questions. Coming on to next, let A and B be the two sets. We have A and B, two sets where A intersection X is equals to B intersection X, which is phi. A union X is equals to B union X for some set X. Now we have to prove over here A is equals to B. Now same method like we did before. We are provided over here what? A union X is B union X. Now we have to prove A is equals to B. So first we'll take A intersection. A intersection A union X is A intersection B union x. Now A is equals to, because this will be only A, so A is equals to A intersection B union A intersection x. Now in question, as we are provided, A intersection x is what? Phi. So A intersection B union phi. Thus A is equals to what? A intersection B. Thus A intersection B is A. This implies A is the subset of B. Now next part, we know A union X is what? B union X. Again the same thing we'll do. We'll take B intersection on both the sides. So B intersection B union X. Here we'll get B. We'll multiply over here B intersection A union B intersection X. B intersection X is what? Phi. B intersection A union phi is B. Thus B intersection A is B. Now B intersection A is B. This means B is the subset of A. So firstly we proved A is subset of B. Now we proved B is subset of A. By first and second we can write A is equals to B. So this is how we have to apply law of algebra sets in solving our questions. Hope you guys are finding videos helpful. So do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.